Hey everybody, happy Monday. Welcome to Cocktails with the Queens. I am back with my favorite girls, Vivica A. Fox, LisaRaye, and Selena Johnson to dish about everything that's trending on social media and in the news. And later on the show, you do not want to miss this. We're opening up our queendom to life coach, philanthropist, fitness guru, actress, everybody's friend, A.J. Johnson. We love her so much. Everyone is looking beautiful tonight. Hey ladies, hey queens.
Hey girl, hey.
Beautiful.
Hey.
Y'all look beautiful.
What's going on, y'all?
Well, we about to have a great show tonight and show love to each other because I know you need it tonight. LisaRaye, we love you. And before we start our show, we want to just go right ahead and do this at the top of the show and send our condolences to our queen, LisaRaye, and her entire family on the passing of her mother. LisaRaye, I commend you for showing up tonight, for being here, and you're really showing strength. How are you doing?
Pretty low. It comes and goes in waves, but when I tell you that I know that she's in a better place because she was really, really sick and really in pain and struggling, and that part of it, I'm okay. It's just I'm parentless now. So it's just me and my babies, as well. But I'll miss her, but I'll see her again soon enough.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. And LisaRaye, I love that you have so many videos and photos, of your family together. And it's just it's beautiful. And, everyone knows how strong you are and how good of a mom and daughter you are. So if you need anything from all of us, we got your back. We are here for you.
Well, I need to keep the show moving. Let's go.
All right.
All right, as you can see, we are celebrating Galentine's Day. Do you ladies have anything planned? Anybody got anything planned?
Girl, I really wish. Actually, I am going to be in a production meeting. I'm headed to DC soon to direct a film. But I got my girls with me who are going to be working with me to help me get my lookbook and all that stuff together. So I think because they're going to work with me on Valentine's Day, that I'm going to show up with some presents for them.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute to do that.
Yeah.
LisaRaye, anything planned for Galentine's Day?
No. I mean, I probably would have done a little something, had this not have happened, but I'll just be trying to get myself together. My mom passed in my house, so I have to get her back to Chicago. So I'm just making a lot of phone calls and letting the family and stuff know what's going on and stuff,
Okay, I got it. I'm in New York. I'm going to be working on the Breakfast Club guest hosting tomorrow. I know you all have done it. And tomorrow I got to get up in like 6 hours. So I'm going to go out a little bit for a little something tonight, but I'm going to be in the house early tonight because I got to be up and try to look like something.
Claudia, you're in New York?
I'm in New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm out here. I'm the next 2 days I'll be guest hosting with the Breakfast Club.
Radio life is coming back for you, huh?
What'd you say?
Radio life. I mean, that's
really
things kind of blossomed for you with hosting and things like that. Radio ain't no joke.
It isn't, but I actually feel I was the best at that because it's like it wasn't about the cameras on you. It was about your personality, your thoughts, and what you got to say. And I felt like I could be much funnier with just sitting back. And when I had my show in Dallas, I would have to do 5 hours of programming to kind of keep the people going. And we have to come up with different skits for every hour. Like it wasn't just like repeat. So I like that challenge. And I'm a very random thinker. So I'm good for that. Oh, I think we got Selena.
Yes, our Selena's there.
You have any plans for Galentine's Day? I guess today Galentine's Day?
Today is supposed to be Galentine's Day, but I am going to be celebrating it next weekend with all of the basketball moms. We're going to have a whole dinner. We're going to do it actually on the weekend because that's the time everybody's available. But Claudia, I think that's a good look for you. Breakfast Club. I don't know if they've solidified a hostess, but I think you would be great in that predicament, in that position.
I guess you would move to New York, huh, Claudia? You're like, where the job go, I'll go.
Yeah, I will move wherever the job takes me. I don't have any roots. Like I'm kind of like a nomad, which is like good and bad, I guess. Like I have the freedom. It's just me. I got cats. As long as I got a good litter box for them, we good.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna pray for you on that one. That's a good one. That would be great for you.
Thank you so much. And I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna cut up tomorrow. Hey, Our very own Vivica Fox. Fox Soul was trending all weekend because the president of this here United States of America requested FOXSOUL of all the media in all the land and all the world, and our very own Vivica A. Fox was requested to go to the White House to have a sit down. But some things went down, but we were requested, and the only ones asked. Vivica, real quick, I want you to just, if you can just speak on it real quick.
It was such an honor when I got that phone call to know that I was requested by the President of the United States, President Joe Biden, who is a very good friend of mine, who I campaigned with, went out there and rocked the vote with him. And Joe Biden gets that African-American women and the African-American community got his back at all times. And, but unfortunately, some logistics fell through and it didn't happen. But it's cool. He's a good friend of mine. I looked at the big picture. I'm excited for him to announce it, his next campaign, and I'll be right there with him. And I will represent again on behalf of FOXSOUL. So, we just keep things moving, but it really was to talk about Super Bowl and how awesome Super Bowl was this past weekend. Wasn't it great?
Yes. Well, that is a yearly tradition with the president. So the fact that Joe Biden, once again, President Joe Biden requested FOXSOUL and Vivica, I'm going to keep saying it, FOXSOUL and Vivica A. Fox. They could have gone to CNN, everybody else. They said, no, we want FOXSOUL. So, okay.
That's great.
It was an honor.
There. We are in there. Okay, we are very proud. All right, soulmates. Now, before we get into our topics, make sure to grab your cocktails and join us for our Queen's Happy Hour. All right, y'all, tonight's signature drink is Kettle One, and we decided to create some signature beverages for those who are celebrating Valentine's and Galentine's Day tomorrow. Vivica, let's go to you first. What's the name of your signature beverage, and what ingredients did you add to your drink?
Well, darling, soon I'm ready to have me a bae. I think my heart is open and ready. So my drink is Vivica's Bay Breeze. Vivica's Bay Breeze contains 1.5 ounces of Kettle One, some organic pineapple juice, 1 shot of grenadine syrup, 1 slice of lime, 2 cherries. And y'all know all my drinks got to have a little mint in it because I'm trying to keep y'all breath fresh. So when you get them kisses, baby be like, baby, you taste good. Mm-hmm. I just like drinks to have a little bit of mint in it. I really have a thing for mint as well, too. So
mint, I thought you was going to say you wanted you a baby. And I was like, I was listening hard. Like, I know that's a lot.
Now that ship is sailed. Quit it.
All right, Selena, what kind of Kettle One did you bring to our happy hour?
Well, in the light of, Valentine's Day that's coming up, Galentine's Day, I just wanted to go with something very, very light. So I went with a Mystically Mint drink for the lovers. So I used 1.5 ounces of Kettle One Botanical Cucumber Mint, 0.25 ounces of a flavored liqueur of your choice, 3 ounces of soda water, 3 to 4 slices of lime, fresh lime, 1 to 2 sprigs of mint, and 1 to 2 sprigs of basil. And when I tell you, it is so good and so fresh. I feel like it's for all seasons. I really like this drink. I'm probably gonna make this a lot.
It looks so nice, almost like a foresty kind of rainforest lime. You like the lime in the coconut, like something like that. And
it's giving spring too. Like spring is almost coming, so it's giving multiple seasons. So I really like this drink.
Well, job well done, LisaRaye. How did you serve up your Kettle One for tonight?
Let me say this. I especially need a drink tonight, So let me grab mine up here because I got to finish making mine like this because I got the cotton candy. Watch it disappear up in there.
Ooh. Doesn't she have the prettiest drinks? I'm telling you.
So
let me give you my ingredients. Put that on up there for me. So it's called, I had to self-name it, LR's Potion of Love Teeny. 1.5 ounces of Kettle One peach and orange blossom, 2 ounces of white cran peach juice, 0.5 ounces of lemonade, a puff of the cotton candy. I have 3 strawberries here. I had 2 small cubes of dry ice that is evaporated now, and I have strawberry sugar around the rim.
Strawberry sugar. Oh my God, that sounds so good. I want that.
I'm making that tomorrow. That's the bomb.
That looks awesome. I know you ladies
that for
did not
me to keep on.
disappoint
How about you, Claudia? What you got?
Okay, disclaimer, I'm in a hotel. So, okay, my drink is called Claudia. Because listen, let me tell y'all's mint be looking all pretty and erect, and mine is not. So my drink is called Claudia's Sweet and Lovely Brew, and I added 1.5 ounces of Kettle One, 0.5 ounces of simple syrup, 0.75 ounces of fresh lemon juice, 2 ounces of pressed apple juice, 5 raspberries, and some mint leaves for garnish. So this is what we got going on. I add a little pineapple too. So yeah,
Oh,
and
that's
it's
cute.
but see my mint ain't minting like y'all's.
The mint ain't mint, but
my
it's,
mint-
I bet you it tastes good though. That's
Can
all
I
that
tell you
matters.
what's a beautiful thing about our whole signature drinks that we've had? That we've all kind of just got a little bit from each other, influence
Yes.
from the mint to the berries to adding fruit to the drinks to just getting really creative, you know?
Absolutely. Well, of course, we want to encourage everyone to please drink responsibly at home. Now, promotional consideration furnished by Kettle One. So thank you so much to our people at Kettle One. All right,
Yes.
Queens, let's toast to a great show. Cheers,
Woo!
ladies.
Great show.
Super good.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, let's get into it. Black excellence was in full effect at the Super Bowl. Cheryl Lee Ralph performed the Black National Anthem. Babyface serenaded us with America the Beautiful. And our girl Rihanna shut the stage down during the halftime show and revealed that she's expecting another baby with A$AP Rocky. What do y'all ladies think about the performances at the Super Bowl? And are you excited for Rihanna? Let's start with LisaRaye first. What do you think, LisaRaye?
I looked at the baby bump and I said, well, wait a minute. That's a more bump than a 9-month after bump. I was like, oh, she didn't even wait those 6 weeks. She just boom, they just bam, And I thought it was a really nice way to actually just reveal. And I understood why she was moving the way she moved, which was very graceful and light. She gave you a little something, but not too much to shake that baby up in there. Even just getting up on those rafters was quite dangerous. You know what I mean? Even just being pregnant as well. So she took a chance on that. I like the white with the dancers. She said she had hella dancers. And I'm a fan of hers. You know what I mean? She's a sexy little thing and she's very confident and and then she just gave us a whole slew of her hits that we love her for.
I loved it. Did anyone else, when it was happening, I was like, there's symbolism here. And I'm thinking all the dancers in white, like they looked like there was millions of them. To me, that represented the sperm fertilizing Rihanna's egg. It was giving sperm fertilizer. They was all fluffy and they kept rubbing their stomach. I'm telling you, there's a message there. Selena, what you think about this and how she revealed this?
First of all, I absolutely loved her performance. It was so clean. Every performance doesn't have to be all these bells and whistles and fire and people hanging from the ceiling and flying in the sky. She literally just said, yo, I got all these hits. It's up. She didn't even have to do much. Let me tell you who needed an Oscar for the night. The dancers. When I tell you the dancers were so sharp all night long, they kept me so engaged. And all she had to do was sound the way she sounded and looked as beautiful as she looked. I was so happy about her baby bump. I was so happy for her. And it just really reminded me of how many hits this girl got. I mean, I was just jamming I was really jamming on the one in my house on her performance. I loved the performance. It was fantastic. And she gave businesswoman, honey, because every last one of them had on Fenty. And she sent us all a link in our phones after the performance. Like, if you want this look, go down to the thing and get it. And I'm going to tell you, the site has crashed. So it gave businesswomen as well.
They said the streams went up for her music 650%, and the hits about her makeup went up like 800%. Vivica, last but not least, what were your thoughts on this?
Wow, talk about a super baby reveal that we will never forget. Okay, she was the first woman to ever perform at the Super Bowl in front of a 280 million audience that shocked us all. Baby, when I'm telling you, Twitter, everything just went off the chain. Everybody's like, wait, what? Oh, is she? Oh. And then she did a little baby rub, it was like, she's pregnant. The confidence to get on that platform, suspended in air, was unbelievable. Her vocals were amazing. I want to see a little bit of skin, but that's all right. That's all right. I can live with it. Because them dancers was holding it down, like Selena said. But kudos to Rihanna. You were extremely smart, an excellent businesswoman who was fearless, who showed women you can do anything, which is my motto. So kudos to her. And the way it ended with diamonds in the sky, with her floating literally in the sky with the fireworks, it was amazing. It was amazing.
You know, people try to come for her like, oh, it wasn't giving. And, you know, they wanted her to be dancing more wildly. But then when she revealed that, like, you found out that she was pregnant, you're like, hold up. Okay, if she wasn't pregnant, I could be like, okay, she didn't move that much. But Rihanna's never been like a huge dancer. If she dances, she do a little something. But to find out she was pregnant doing this and back-to-back pregnancies and looking that beautiful, beyond tens across the board. And, you know, she made a few people angry, like our former president. He was hating from outside the club.
Well, what did he say?
He was like, oh, worst Super Bowl performance of all time. And I'm like, he's mad. He's still mad about some stuff that she tweeted in 2020. He's still in his feelings because he want Rihanna to like him. It's okay. It's okay.
He's mad because she took a picture of next to a graffiti sign that said F Trump on the sign.
Oh, and there we have it.
He's still mad about that, but you constantly keep commenting on this girl is giving me, you giving queen. He's giving me queen vibes. And she's giving me queen vibes. The men don't do that. And it's been a lot of men that have been saying some things that have been kind of a fool. You know, according to, you know, Bethany Frankel was talking crazy, like Stephen A. Smith.
I had to come for her to tell her.
Yeah, see, and I love Stephen A. Smith. I love him down. I think he's so brilliant. But you know, I saw that he had a statement, and I saw the quote, but I could be wrong. Let me just say that, because you can always be wrong. But he was like, the performance, Rihanna is no Beyonce. I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, who said that? Who said
Stephen
that?
A. Smith, and he should know better after.
No. He apologized for that.
Okay, good.
For the performance, he did. He apologized.
But why would he say that in the first place? Like after what you went through with Aisha and Savannah, why would you even do that?
People like clickbait, Selena. That's all.
But see, he can't do that with our culture, and I just think it's negative. And I just love that Frank Gatson, who is Beyonce's choreographer, was all down to the Instagram going in saying how he loved the performance and how clean it was and how amazing it was. So it's really about the people that count.
And she was pregnant, people. Listen. You lucky you get off the couch when you're pregnant, okay? Like she was pregnant and did her thing and looked great. Like they need to leave her alone. Rihanna, 10s across the board. All right, before we take a break, let's take a look at this Black History Moment sponsored by Nissan.
FOXSOUL celebrates Black history makers who have broken barriers and created change.
I want to be unapologetically Black, and I want to be unapologetically a woman. I don't want to walk into rooms apologizing for who I am.
Financial maverick Mellody Hobson is changing the game of football as the first Black woman to be a part owner of an NFL team. In 2022, Mellody teamed up with other investors in a $4.6 billion deal to take over the Denver Broncos. Mellody will call the shots and make major business decisions for one of the NFL's most successful franchises. Mellody is part of an historical sisterhood. Tennis icons Venus and Serena Williams are the first Black women to become minority stake owners of the Miami Dolphins. From the boardroom to the football field, Mellody's corporate experience as co-CEO of Ariel Investments and the chairwoman of Starbucks Corporation will bring strategic leadership to the Denver Broncos. Mellody's high-profile role with the Denver Broncos puts her in a powerful position to open doors for more Black sports ownership opportunities in the future.
Honoring Black History Month on Cocktails with Queens, presented by Nissan. Choose Nissan today for great offers on the most exciting lineup ever. Shop nissanusa.com.
Wow, that was amazing. What are your thoughts on Mellody making history as the first Black woman to become part owner of an NFL team? Vivica, let's go to you first.
You know, I'm a sports junkie. When I heard that, I was like, what? I just, I'm so happy to see, women. Let's say this, and I'm gonna say it real quick. Mamas have always been there for their babies when they get on that field. You know what I mean? Who's the first? I want to thank my mama. You know what I mean? That it's just so amazing to see them getting finally their payoff for driving their kids. And I'm not saying daddies wasn't there, but to see the women getting in sports, like there's also the lady that's the manager or the agent for Jalen Hurts for the Philadelphia.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just amazing to see that women are finally getting their papers and their coins too for sports, for always being there. This is great. This is great.
Absolutely. LisaRaye, what do you think?
I just love this segment because it teaches me so much. It allows us to know the current women that's out there that's making history, and the millennials can hear that and see that. And I'm just a fan of us doing anything different than what the norm is as a woman. So I'm like, bravo. And even when I heard that she was the chairwoman of Starbucks, it's like that too. So she's doing her thing, and she rich.
Exceptional woman. Selena, what do you think?
Yeah, I concur with both Vivica and LisaRaye. And I'll just add that, it's really about time that we start really realizing that women can think, we can strategize, we can own, we can create, and we can push the narrative in these meetings, and we can be business owners, and we can get it popping. And I'm just, it's always been this silent thing that we should be in the kitchen or we should not be anywhere in those positions. But I love how we're breaking down barriers and really showing people that the true tea is we've been behind the scenes getting our think on the whole time, and they've been using our ideas and minds, and now it's just coming forward.
And it's even more special because it's Black women who were the most marginalized, the most oppressed, and it took the longest to get our full rights here in America, to be leading the pack in education and businesses and just killing the game. Kudos to all the Black women, sisters, our sisters doing it big. Look, don't go away, because we'll be right back with more Cocktails with Queens after this. Welcome back to Cocktails with Queens. Now, in honor of Black History Month, we are spotlighting Black women who are breaking barriers in various professions. Welcome to the Queen Spotlight. All right, soulmates, tonight's spotlight goes to Nicole Lynn of Clutch Sports, who made history as the first Black female agent to represent a quarterback in the Super Bowl. Now, Lynn was granted the opportunity to represent Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts after she slid into his Instagram DMs to pitch herself as his agent. What are your thoughts on Nicole making history? Let's go to you first, Selena. What do you think?
Once again, women breaking down barriers, and we have to do whatever we need to do to get to where we need to get to. And it's not so much her having the knowledge, because the knowledge is there. The experience obviously was already there, but kudos to that brother, kudos to Jalen Hurts for trusting and allowing that situation to take place, allowing her to be the first Black female agent to represent someone, because he could have said no. You know what I'm saying? He could have been like, no, but him seeing our Black brother, seeing that power and that knowledge in her, I think is also something to be spoken about, because I feel like the knowledge and, the know-how is already in us, son. We already got it going on. So kudos to both of them.
I love it. Vivica?
Talk about a DM going right.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, the courage of this lady to slide into this. He's 24 years old, the hottest quarterback on the number one East Coast, I forget the division, but East Coast team, the Philadelphia Eagles, and he responds. That's, that's like, hey, I'm gonna go risk it all. And he responded. And what I did see about Jalen Hurts over this Super Bowl experience, his whole team is females.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which I found to be very, very surprising. And because, it's been a guy's sport and an old boys club for such a long time. So the fact that he has his lead agent, an African-American female, Jalen Hurts, I don't know whose Valentine you are this year, but you coming through, brother.
So he's got a girlfriend, and he's got a Black girlfriend as well.
We done looked him up. Okay.
Oh yeah, of course he fine as hell. We all looked. He's 24, but he fine. I still see him.
His mama the bomb. She did that.
Yes, she did. LisaRaye, what do you think?
I was going to say Vivica took the words out of my mouth, because I think that just using social media, period, she felt very confident that you're going to read this, you're going to get this. And once she had that conversation with me, then I'll be able to spit my game. So she must have spit it well enough to add to his team, because if he got a women full of, a team full of women, how he feel about women has to be high, His mama, he must be and I don't mean this in a bad way, but a mama's boy, to know and to connect with women and how we feel and how we are accomplished and how we're doing things and actually how we struggle, because he's given her a chance. So I love it.
Yep. To piggyback off what you said, LisaRaye, I agree with you 100%, because first of all, the brother is fine. So, he gets a lot of DMs. So for the fact that he looked at the DM, opened it, took it seriously, responded, didn't take it as someone that's just trying to holler at him. Plus, when you're a coveted athlete coming out of college, a lot of established and former players are trying to court you to go with their agents. Like, there's a lot of money, kickbacks, and all kinds of things that happen in the NFL. Like, that's a whole nother story. But like the fact that he did not go the traditional route with someone that he could have, like, such and such's agent, and went with her, kudos. And shout out to people for taking chances and believing. And shout out to her. So she did her thing. I'm sure this is the first of many top picks she's going to get. All right, moving on. According to TMZ, the Grammys wanted to honor and present Janet Jackson with the Global Impact Award at this year's ceremony, but CBS realized they never made amends with Janet after her wardrobe malfunction at the 2004 Super Bowl halftime performance. Now, the Recording Academy wanted Janet to attend a pre-Grammy event with the Black Music Collective days before the main event to accept the award. But she was busy and her schedule wouldn't allow it. Now, from there, the discussions pivoted to a way where Janet would receive the honor during the actual broadcast. But the network, they were like, oh, my bad. We realized we never issued a formal apology to the pop star. What are your thoughts on this story? Vivica, let's start with you, because they had all these conversations, but they forgot that they never issued an apology to her for how they did her.
I hate when they conveniently like, oh, well, we forgot about. No, you didn't. You didn't forget. You waited to use that name for PR to say, oh, we could have, but we didn't. Listen, Janet Jackson will always be a legend in the African-American community. Everyone makes mistakes. She owned up to it. She's moved forward. She's looking beautiful. She has residency. She's happier than ever. So, I don't think she needed that little moment to still be Janet Jackson.
That's right. Selena?
I agree with Vivica in terms of her being an icon and a legend in our eyes, and really in the world's eyes. Janet Jackson is an icon across the board, all around the world. That is Michael Jackson's sister, and she is a star within her own right. She has gone diamond on just one album, which was the Control album, which is very, very hard to do. She's a multi-million record-selling artist. So actually, she does deserve an apology from CBS. And, I just feel like it's very double standard when other people say things or go off the mark. We really get on them, the Kyrie Irvings, the Kevin Harts. We really get on people to apologize and say stuff, the Will Smiths. Everybody that does something and makes a mistake, we really lean on them to apologize. But what about when the network makes a mistake? Shouldn't they be held accountable the same way? I just feel like they do owe her that apology, because Justin Timberlake, they had him on CBS because he came to the office and apologized. So it wasn't her fault. She made it clear. She already said that that it wasn't something that she had planned, but it just seems like they're purposely trying to do this tug of war thing. She deserves that honor regardless. And just me personally, Janet, if I'm you, girl, I wouldn't even want it ever from them, because they don't deserve to be the platform to give it to you, because they should have wanted to give it to you. They should have issued an apology, and you should have it just based on your works and tenure in this business alone. I'm disappointed in CBS for their stance on this.
LisaRaye?
I think that, just like you guys are saying, she's big enough star that she don't need the award. And I think that they needed her. I think that they needed a name. Then they forgot and then remember. So let's just see if they issue the apology anyway, because it's needed.
Real quick, I'm just going to say this real quick. I've been watching, last night I was up late watching, they replay the Janet Jackson documentary, and she talks about all of this. It's like a few parts. would it kill y'all to give her the honor and maybe apologize at the event? I think that would be a perfect way to honor her and do it in a very public way, because she was ostracized, FCC complaints, all kinds of stuff. They almost ruined her career. People walked away from her. And Tyler Perry is the one who cast her in a movie and said, people don't want to be in the Janet Jackson business. I do. And put her back, like was not afraid to work with her. So shout out to him.
Tyler.
That's right. Hey, Tyler.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Stick around, because after the break, we are talking to AJ Johnson. We love her. We'll be right back with more Cocktails with Queens after this. Welcome back to Cocktails with the Queens. All right, everyone. We've reached the part of the show where we talk about our relationships, the challenges we face in our own lives, and how we overcame them. Welcome to our queendom. All right, everybody. Tonight's edition of Queendom will feature an amazingly talented actress, life coach, and philanthropist who is an advocate for mental transformations. And she don't just talk the talk, she walks the walk. Please welcome AJ Johnson to our Queendom.
Thanks for having me.
AJ, girl, you know we love you, girl. We all go back with you like Kool-Aid. But tell us, how you feeling?
Listen, I'm feeling amazing. I mean, it's a new year. It's time for us all to be new. And before I go on, I just want to give a strong virtual hug to my sister, LisaRaye. I heard you say you're now, after the unfortunate loss of your mom, that you're now without parents. And if you all have your parents, which I don't either, the loss of parents is like a spiritual umbilical cord. And it's a loss that you have to really take your time and heal. So LisaRaye, just know, I'm physically around the corner from you, but I'm just a phone call and a text away, my sister, my friend, in this time. So I send you my love and my prayers. But life is good. I went to Ghana and was gifted my dual citizenship. So America's just a choice right now, in Jesus' mighty name.
Okay. Ghana?
Yes, I'm now a Ghanaian. So America is just a choice. I can live there. I can do what I want. I am a dual citizen.
And she's downplaying, because I've been over there in Ghana with her as we've hung out, and she's like a queen, princess over there. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? She's like very much loved and part of the culture over there. Like they have definitely like taken her in. Like it's a great fit.
She's very well connected too, because
Yes.
I was over there doing my movie, and she came in, had a driver. She wasn't driving, and rose petals was following her. And I was like, "What?"
Yes.
LisaRaye gonna peep all that. She's like, do you have 5 security guards? Do you have a driver?
Right.
You throw rose petals down on the floor when you walk. She was like, what am I doing wrong? We had a good time.
All right, ladies, well, let's get into this topic, because it's something I think is really important. Tonight's topic will focus on ways to address and break down the narrative surrounding the mean girl stereotype that has swept through the entertainment industry in Hollywood and other places. Now, for those who don't know, a mean girl oftentimes withholds kindness and friendship from anyone who does not meet their physical, social, or professional standards, which can lead to an outsider questioning their worth and purpose. Queens, what are your thoughts on this perception? I want y'all to think about this for a second, this mean girl thing in Hollywood. And what does that equate to? And how does that equate to physiological trauma? Let's kick it off with AJ, because you reached out to me about this and you've done some coaching in this area.
Yeah, I want to say first that it's interesting and sad, to be honest, that we're still having this conversation about mean girls, not just in Hollywood. I think it's more promoted because Hollywood is Hollywood. And so you hear about the relationships or lack of sisterhood in Hollywood. But this mean girl thing is a international, national phenomenon amongst us sisters that I really want to do my part to dissolve, which is why I wanted to talk about it. 10 years ago, I was coaching Gabrielle Union, and I was coaching her through her hard times and to her divorce, and to her happy after her divorce. And in us uncovering her happy, we uncovered that she was a mean girl. And so we started doing some work on that. And her admittance to a lot of her wrongdoings at the legendary Essence Luncheon in that particular year made the video and her stance viral. And so I'm noticing it's coming back around again. And I heard Claudia talking about it the other night. And I said, you know what, we should talk about this, because it's a very serious situation and it should not even exist.
And when that came up the other day, me trying to evolve as well, I could have gone down the road and said, well, this happened and that happened. But I think when people are trying to grow up or evolve, you should let them.
Well, let me also say this. I heard your definition, and I want to add to what I feel like from coaching the definition is, and I want to hear what y'all think, because I think it's really plain and simple. Typically, a mean girl situation stems from the insecurities of the person who's being mean. It stems from, okay, that's just, you know me, y'all, I'm gonna keep it real.
That's right.
If we can be honest with ourselves and self-accountable to say, you know what, I downplayed that girl because I'm insecure.
Yes.
I think she's prettier, or I don't know why she got that role, or that was a guy in high school that I wanted to date and she got him. So there's always some insecurity with it, but also on the receiving end, there's always an unmet expectation by the person who's calling the other person a mean girl. So everybody's got to be accountable. You feel me? Everybody's got to be
that just a little bit more, because that's surprising to me that you would say that statement, that whoever thinks someone is being mean to them has something to do with it as well.
Well, you have to be accountable for your expectations. So for example, Viv, if somebody calls you a mean girl because they said hi to you on set and the hi you got back, you gave back to them was not with the energy they wanted.
Oh, okay.
And all of a sudden it's on me.
Right. Yes. No, and listen, you know, us being in show business, you know, you sometimes you're so focused, you're in your zone, you're working, that you cannot see and be there for everyone at every time. So that's one thing that I had to learn, that when people had a different or say who or what I was, oh, I hear she's stuck up, I hear she's mean, that what you didn't realize that at the time is that I was focused on making it. And it wasn't to be mean, but it was being present at the time, that if I'm on a red carpet, that I've got a lot of people that I've got to answer to with interviews, with my agent telling me, go to this one, go to that one. But here comes someone that right now wants to say hi or take a picture. At that moment, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to be focused on my job to promote my project. So that's the one thing that I wish people would understand, because I had to overcome that. To be honest with you, that people would be, oh, she's so, when she's on the red carpet, she's mean. And I wasn't mean. I was just focused that night I was there to promote my film.
I also think, to add to what you're saying, the mean girl syndrome is reoccurring. It's not just a moment where you don't say hello with the right energy. It's not just a moment where a fan happens to not get the picture at the restaurant while you're eating.
Yes.
It's a reoccurring behavior that shows itself to be something more than just, I didn't say hi with enough energy and now you're calling me mean. So that's what I mean when I say it's two things. We have to be accountable as celebrities in Hollywood and personalities and just people with how we treat certain people, but also people have to watch their level of expectation and be accountable to, are you expecting something that may not necessarily be what I'm going to give you? And does that mean I'm mean?
So AJ, I have a question. What are some of the ways that Black women can change their narrative to become more unified in Hollywood then?
I think the first step is what we're doing, which is to properly identify what a mean girl really is. And I think that because I'm saying it's repetitive, consistent behavior, check yourself, be self-accountable and see if you're giving off energy more than once, more than twice. And if you have an insecurity, we know what our insecurities are. If you have an insecurity that you're not really getting a healing with, it could be manifesting in different ways on other people. That's number one, real quick. Number two, easy, is let's focus on the sisterhood. There's more than enough work. There's more than enough love. There's more than enough partnership for us all to be amazing. We don't have to be amazing singly. And if we're not intimidated or insecure about the other, then we can be more together. If that belief is solid, there's no reason to be mean to each other.
You know what? You just dropped 1,000 jewels, AJ. And I just want to say too, like, I think we have to give each other grace. I think we have to start off every day with giving grace to ourselves first and then to others. And I think we need to understand that we operate from trauma. A lot of people are operating from trauma, and the responses that come out are not personal to the person that is on the receiving end. And I think that when we start understanding that people have gone through things, and that what they have gone through is causing them to be a certain way, or they're experiencing high anxiety levels that is causing them to respond in such ways, I think that understanding is very, very key. We have to be more understanding of people, not to say you have to be like, oh, this person's mean, so it must be trauma, but I think that we have to understand that we too make mistakes and that we too are not always on our stuff and we operate from trauma too.
One of the things I want us to redefine in this new year is the word confrontation. A lot of times that has a negative perception. Confrontation is not negative. Confrontation means I'm seeking truth and honesty from you. So I'm not afraid to say, hey, what you did hurt my feelings, or what you said, I'm not quite sure if I understood your energy. We have to confront each other so there's room to heal and there's room to discuss and dissolve whatever the problem is.
Absolutely. And you know what, speaking of heal, AJ, before we let you go, we need to talk about the hosting of season 3, honey, of VH1's Couple Retreat, because the healing that goes on couples retreat, okay, then is unprecedented, okay? And Claudia can speak for us all, honey, because she's been on the show. So what can we expect this season? Because, honey, last season was something else.
But Claudia included my head still like this for season. The season 3, what's really nice is that everyone is either in a marriage or a solid relationship. And so they are not just dating. They're really trying to make their marriage work, keep their marriage work. So there's a different level of focus and a different level of dig deep soul excavation, as I call it, to really save their relationships, a different level of honesty. And because I had the confidence of season 3 and I'm executive producing this year, as well as host, I operated with a little bit more confidence and dug a little deeper. So that's what I'm saying. Listen, Queens regulate, man. You all are amazing. You motivate me all the time. So I'm just trying to keep my feet at the table. Amen.
Well, you're the bomb, honey. Thebomb.com. We need more women like you, honey.
I love this conversation. Thank you so much for asking to come and talk about this and talking about. And I want to say this: being deemed a mean girl, if you've done it yourself or if someone has done it to you, does not mean that has to be the way it is for the rest of your life. As long as you want to change or you want to evolve, let people evolve and give people grace to grow is what I think. Someone could have been going through something back in 92 and you're going to still hold that standard 25, 30 years later. That's not fair. Because you don't know what they were going through in that moment.
92, okay?
I'm just saying, someone was mad at me for not taking a picture in the club. I said, bitch, I was drunk off of Cisco. I didn't see you.
but that be their trauma. You said that trauma.
Okay. I was barely walking. All right, AJ, thank you so much for joining us. You know we love you, and
yes,
we adore you, and thank you so much for being here and taking the time. We appreciate you.
I love you guys.
We love you back.
Come back anytime, girlfriend.
Okay.
We're going to see you in Ghana. We're going to all make a girls trip to Ghana. How about that?
That would be great.
All right. We'll be right back with more Cocktails with Queens after this. Welcome back to Cocktails with the Queens. You know what? I am a foodie big time. So listen, anytime I get to try something new, I am super, super happy. And this job comes with those kind of perks. So let me tell you about America's #1 meal kit, HelloFresh. It's here to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. Now with HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Soulmates, are you looking for an easy way to eat well and save money this year? Well, cut back on expensive takeout and delivery and get started with HelloFresh. Now, you'll love how fast, easy, and affordable it is to whip up a restaurant-quality meal right in your own kitchen. Now, you can customize select meals by swapping proteins or sides, or even add a protein to a veggie dish. And now you can even upgrade to organic chicken or organic beef. Now, this is amazing because more ideas, more options, and we're all trying to watch what we eat. Go to HelloFresh.com/cocktails with the Queens and say 65 and use cocktails with Queens 65 for 65% off plus free shipping. Once again, that's HelloFresh.com/cocktails with Queens 65 and use code cocktails with Queens 65 for 65% off plus free shipping. Promotional consideration provided by HelloFresh. We're going to take a quick commercial break and come back with all the Queens right after this. Welcome back to Cocktails with the Queens. All right, soulmates, let's take a look at this Black History Moment sponsored by Nissan.
FOXSOUL celebrates Black history makers who have broken barriers and created change. Building a legacy with the foundation rooted in this country's history is McKissick & McKissick, the oldest minority female-owned construction and design firm in the United States. Today, McKissick & McKissick is run by its fifth-generation descendant, Cheryl McKissick Daniel.
I started this journey 30 years ago, and to think about the iconic projects that we've had the opportunity to work on, you know, it's a blessing.
Cheryl and her team have worked on many billion-dollar projects, such as the recent remodel of New York's LaGuardia Airport, the Oculus World Trade Center Transportation Hub, and the Barclays Center. 5 generations ago, McKissick & McKissick was founded by a former slave who was a skilled brickmaker, Moses McKissick I.
I think about the fact that his DNA and his blood runs through me.
Carrying on her family's rich legacy, Cheryl McKissick Daniel continues to create the blueprint for the future of construction and design in America.
Honoring Black History Month on Cocktails with Queens, presented by Nissan. Choose Nissan today for great offers on the most exciting lineup ever. Shop NissanUSA.com.
More amazing history. LisaRaye, what do you think about this?
Like I said, you know, anytime that I see women that's doing something different and not the traditional jobs like, you know, a lawyer, doctor, Indian chief, you know, it's something to be said to the younger generation to look broader and look beyond what you feel that's right in front of you on social media, i.e. The rapper or entertainer or even actor. You know what I mean? There's so much more to the world and what you have to, you know, be as a team player, because even as being the actress, being in front of the camera, you need to have the set designer, you need to have the light guy, you need to have the director. So it's a team thing, a team effort, but even the doctor need their right-hand person to hand in the scalpel. You know what I mean? So look beyond. And I love that she has.
That's right. All right. Selena, what do you think?
You know, Claudia, I just love the education of all of this. I love learning about our people and about all people that make things go from all angles. And, you know, I'll just say this, even if it's inadvertent, but this is why we need African-American history in school. You know, this is why it's so important, because we as a culture, our young people, like LisaRaye spoke of, they need to be able to identify with all levels of greatness. Greatness is not just entertainment of, you know, sports and, you know, in our industry. Greatness is all levels. There's so many different levels of greatness that people can strive for. And I just think that instances like this, you know, shout out to FOXSOUL for the platform to be able to show and showcase all greatness from all angles.
That's right. And Vivica?
Shout out to our skilled workers. You know, this time I looked at the picture of the grandfather and how he started from the ground roots with the laying the bricks and the thing, and to seeing those beautiful buildings that his granddaughter is now creating is amazing. Congratulations. Special.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to FOXSOUL and Nissan for providing these moments for us to talk about, because a lot of these are off the beaten path. They're not in mainstream knowledge and media. Yeah. And we are here to shed a light on these amazing accomplishments. So we will keep them coming all throughout February and throughout the year. Actually, we will keep it going. All right, y'all, we got to get into this. Tiffany Montgomery has been trending on social media after rebuking Christians for going to Beyonce's concert. In the video posted to her Instagram page, Montgomery said, "Any of you who are going to Beyonce's concert, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. How dare you call yourself a Christian? I don't care what your pastor what pastor you got that is okay with it." Now, social media was quick to bring up her tweets from 2012 and 2014, in which she attended Jay-Z and Beyonce's concert and praised the superstars for her gospel hits. Now, once Montgomery caught wind of her resurfaced tweets, she replied, "I got saved in 2015. Those bleep tweets I wrote was in 2012 and 2014. I used to love Beyonce and Jay-Z, and I was definitely not saved and hated the church." Selena, we're going to start with you. What are your thoughts on Tiffany rebuking Christians for simply supporting Beyonce?
You know, Claudia, this is, you know, Queens, this is the story of old. You know, as a secular artist, we have all been targets at one point in time about our content. But because Beyonce is such a superstar and has such a huge platform, what I would like to see, you know, my opinion is going to pretty much be all of the opinions of you all on this panel, but I'm a secular artist. What I would like to see is some of our pastor leaders, some of our prominent pastors in the community step out in her defense. That's what needs to happen. Because if you don't do it, then you agree. So I need the T.D. Jakes. I need the Kirk Franklins. I need the John Grays. I need all of the people who love Beyonce, who are constantly praising Beyonce, who go to her concerts, who love on her. I need you guys to speak on it and bring some clarity and not really, you don't have to take sides or anything I'm saying or anything like that. But I do think that the Christian community, our Christian community leaders need to speak up about this, because that's the only way that you can debunk this foolishness. I think the way that she's coming is, I don't think it's with love. And first thing of being a Christian is love.
That's right.
And wrath comes from God. God said, vengeance is mine. It's not a person's to have vengeance. It's God's vengeance. So.
Well said, Vivica.
Tiffany, you cloud chasing heifer.
There you go. LisaRaye.
All the way 100. How dare you? You know, girl, you trying to get attention, but you was at the concert less than 5-6 years ago. So, you know, girl, bye. Put that where? Back there.
That's right. And last but not least, LisaRaye.
Too stiff and stuck up. I don't even know what part she talking about, the dancing or the gyrating or the lyrics or the rhythm. Forget her.
I would just say that I think people in the church we have bigger fish to fry. We may be on the verge of a war. There's poverty, there's disease, there's sadness and mental health issues. And you're worried about people going to a Beyonce concert. Girl, bye. All right. Thanks to AJ Johnson for hanging out with us. We love her. And thanks for watching us on YouTube and all the wonderful people in the chat just saying such beautiful and positive things. We appreciate you. Stay tuned for Brutally Honest with Jasmine Brand. And we'll see you back next week. LisaRaye, we love you. And if you need us, we are right here for you. You know, we got your back.
Prayers up, Queen. Prayers up. Stay strong.